Hey, I'm really excited to have the opportunity to share with you a little bit about my friend Will. He's very aware of other people's feelings and perspectives. He's always learning about other people. You know, in our state prisons, they don't make it easy for natives to practice sweat lodges. When I say the word native, I'm referring to Native Americans. And in our county, we have one of the largest concentrations of natives from various tribes. When I refer to sweat lodges, I'm really talking about ceremonies. So sun dances, sweat lodges, these are traditional ceremonies that help Native people connect with nature and connect with their God. It's a form of worship, much like you may be, you worship in whatever temple that you worship in. A sweat lodge is an opportunity for Native people to worship to their God, which is something that's a big passion for Will. And so he's raising money to make it possible for inmates in our state prisons to get access to the materials that they need to just practice their religion. We don't often think about the challenges that people have in our Native community, but that's something that's on Will's mind every single day. He's organizing sweat lodges, he's organizing ceremonies, he's helping young people connect with their cultural history.
I grew up on the west side of Sioux City, pretty much a multicultural neighborhood, close to John. I think my parents, I never heard them say a negative thing about another race or culture or anything the whole time I was growing up. Somewhere along the line, I started getting sideways myself, and I got into drugs and alcohol and just really couldn't stand it, didn't want to live that way anymore. And so I reached out for help, and when I did, help was there. I had met my wife, and my wife's a member of the Santee Sioux tribe of Nebraska, and my wife started getting involved in her culture at that time, and as she started getting involved, my eyes started opening somewhat. And about the same time in the recovering community, I started giving back and doing more. And it was kind of an expectation. Hey, if you're going to do this, you receive this gift. Now it's important you give back to other suffering alcoholics and drug addicts and so forth. And started doing that. The more I did, the happier I felt. As we got involved in the Native community, started doing more. We got involved in a program, Native Youth Standing Strong. Well, I try to give back, and most of my time is devoted to the recovering community and with the Native community. And sometimes those intersect. The Native community has the largest population of recovering people that there is. A lot of people don't know that. So a lot of times it kind of blends together. But I do that. I try to help in different areas. Sometimes maybe it's just a van driver. I'm not necessarily a teacher. But I try to help in those areas in whatever way I can. And I do that because somebody came to me somewhere along the line, and in recovery, they sat down, they went through these things with me, they helped me. So uncomfortable, I always felt very uncomfortable, and they made me more comfortable, and they helped me bridge that gap to where I was comfortable being, uncomfortable. And that's where all the great change come from. And when that happened, basically it was told, hey, you need to do this with other people. It wasn't really optional. It was, hey, now you do this with other people. You don't get to take the prize and run. And in the Native community, it's the same thing. People have helped me, and I've had people sit down and say, hey, this is a commitment. Are you going to make this commitment? It's a lifelong commitment. It's not going to always be easy. It's not always going to be fun. Sometimes people are going to be bad. It's a lifelong commitment. And I said, yeah, I'm ready. I took that commitment, and I'm the better for it, for sure. And hopefully I've helped some people along the way.
Will's love and commitment to service has no bounds. So it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week commitment to be of service to others. It's truly inspiring to see somebody that has a heart so big that it seems like they have endless energy.